e inizio la registrazione. Ti vado a riprendere le ultime parole che ha detto Amber Heard durante il controinterrogatorio. Pensa bene a quello che mi hai appena detto, eh? Arriviamo subito. Allora, Verdict Watch, Watch Live Defamation Case, eccolo qua. No, queste erano le arringhe, non le arringhe, giorno prima. Questo. Molto importante quello che sentirai. No, non è questo. Ma 26 maggio, quando era la data? Era giovedì? Giovedì 26.
Those are just an echo of what I'm living through today. It's like what in case.
You actually had alerted TMZ that you would be filing a TRO against Mr. Depp that very day, didn't you?
No, I did not.
The one day you didn't bother to wear makeup to cover up the mark on your face.
I did not call TMZ or any other news source or paparazzi source. No one.
Well,
I never did that.
Testimony from former TMZ employee Morgan Tremaine yesterday. Fed lines through his earpieces, but instead of music, did you?
Not that it matters much, but of course I did. I know how his employees treat him.
So you
I know how
probably-
his team treats him. Of course I expected that.
Okay, so you probably expected Isaac Baruch to come and testify. for
Senti
Mr.
cosa
Depp,
dice,
right?
I'm not sure I thought about that.
Yeah, but you didn't expect Mr. Baruch to weep for Mr. Depp after what you've put him through and so many others with your lies.
I
did you?
relate to Isaac because he and I are
There's
the
no
only
further
ones who
questions, Your
cried
Honor.
on this stand.
Nothing further.
All right. Redirect.
No, non è qui.
No question.
He has never
Ms.
actually
Heard?
said that.
You.
I have never heard Johnny testify to knowing where his finger was, or really, frankly,
devo
making a
trovare.
claim that he knew where it was when it was found. I've never heard Johnny claim that.
You didn't expect
Johnny
Keenan
doesn't-
Wyatt.
Johnny has never
Ms.
actually
Heard?
said that.
Ms. Heard.
And
I think that
Aiuto, aiuto.
Understood? Good. All right, your next question.
Ms. Heard, at the beginning of your cross-examination last week, I showed you an audio where you told Mr. Depp to tell the jury, tell sick abuse, didn't you?
I said I find it hard to believe that
Aspetta.
Gain.
You didn't hear
Excuse
my
me?
question? To testify that Mr. Depp's fingertip was found exactly. There's no question pending. Did Isaac Baruch just come and?
Dov'è?
Man, I know how many people will come out and believed at the time.
So
It
you
is
think
clear
Ms.
by this
Moss
courtroom
needs
how
to
many
come
people
out
will
of the
do that.
woodwork
Dove metterlo
to
due per,
testify
scusate?
to Mr. Depp?
Everybody who was around in the 90s and the early aughts knew that rumor. I had heard that rumor from multiple people. Of course, that's what flashed through my head when my violent husband not only swung for me, but all of a sudden swung for my sister. Of course I thought of that. I did not expect her to show up or not expect her to show up. It didn't matter. It doesn't change what I believed at the time when we were on the stairs and I thought he was going to kill my sister by pushing her down the stairs.
You told this jury under oath that Mr. Depp was aggressive and trashed a trailer in Hicksville. You didn't expect the manager of the...
I've already been through trials with this man. I know how many people will come out and support.
On May 27th, 2016, you didn't be at the courthouse and knew
Quando è che lo
exactly which
dice?
side of your face to take a picture of. Did you?
Aiuto, Ana.
I know how many people will come out and say whatever for him. That's his power. That's why I wrote the op-ed, is I was speaking to that phenomenon. That's why I wrote the op-ed, is I was speaking to that phenomenon. How many people will come out in support of him and will fall to his power? He is a very powerful man, and people love currying favor with powerful men.
Currying
and I know
favor
that
and
firsthand. I've
risking
lived
jail
it.
time for committing perjury?
And say whatever for him. That's his power. That's why I wrote the op-ed, is I was speaking to that phenomenon. How many people will come out in support of him and will fall to his power? He is a very powerful man, and people love currying favor with powerful men.
Currying
And I know
favor
that
and
firsthand. I've
risking
lived
jail
it.
time for committing perjury?
Lei ha detto che l'ha scritto per quello. Ci siamo?
The only thing they can't do is with the notes. They will not get their note backs, okay? They will not get their notes back.
No, è una foto
And
questa.
those get stayed by the court and they get destroyed.
Nel pronostico
Now, they
chi
can review
vincerà?
the notes so they went home every night and write what they remembered. And
Lei nelle sue ultime parole di testimonianza ha detto, scusami, questo è il motivo per cui ho scritto questo articolo su di lui, perché è un uomo potente. Editoriale di opinione. È un articolo semplicemente. Quindi vuol dire che lei ha ammesso sullo stand durante la controesamina come ultime parole che lo ha scritto quell'articolo come arma contro un uomo potente. Avendo constatato che Johnny era spesso ubriaco e drogato, non possono dire che sia totalmente innocente, quindi non è diffamazione. No, per me no. Per me no, perché non c'entra sono due cose diverse. Sono due cose ben diverse. Nessuno giudica lo stato mentale di Johnny. Ci sono le quote. In che senso le quote, King? Vai, parti col sondaggio. Più lungo possibile, lo interrompiamo prima al massimo. Fai partire. Quanto è dato Depp? Lo vediamo adesso. Vai, Shumi! Forza Shumi! Scatena! Bet! Posso fare la bet anch'io, no, vero? Wow! 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 Mezzo milione di tac! 760.000 tac! 870.000 tac! 1 milione di tac, signore! 1 milione di tac! Se vince Amber Heard... 1,5 milioni di tac! 1,5 milioni di tac! Allora, la parità può esserci perché sono due cause, ma il discorso qua è semplice. Non esiste la parità per quanto riguarda le accuse di Johnny da 50 milioni. Potrebbe esserci parità se perde Johnny e perde anche lei dopo per quella dei 100 milioni, ma la sua, quella principale non può... 2 milioni di tac! 2 milioni di tac! Chi punta su Amber è uno scommettitore vero! All in or no balls! È che io non posso pronosticare. Mamma mia, siete matti! Matti forti! 2.500.000 tac! King! Faccia di marmo, King! Faccia di marmo! Non ho mai sperato così tanto che la giustizia non trionfasse! Mamma mia, King! Ok, siamo a 3 milioni di tacche. Johnny contro 700.000 tacche Amber. Ragazzi, ma siete pazzi? Questo prossimo andrà nella storia. Punto anche mia sorella. C'è troppo sul... A che ora esce il verdetto? Adesso.
As soon as this is over, and again, our cameras outside of the courtroom on standby, where we have seen crowds growing, supporters, and so forth, as we get ready for this verdict to be read. It is about 3 o'clock.
All right, are we ready for the jury?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Just for everybody in the gallery, reminder that this is a court of law. That this is a court of law. And regardless of the verdict, I will not tolerate any outbursts whatsoever. Okay? Thank you.
Pronto a bloccare? Pronto a bloccare, Shumi? Johnny Depp non c'è. Johnny Depp non c'è perché è in tournée in Europa. Quando la giuria si siede, blocchi. Scarsa qualità video, yes. Blocca, 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 blocca! Blocca, Shumi! per se stesso. Saltare il verdetto non ti sembra una cosa geniale? Cosa dovevo aspettare?
If I could have the attorney's approach for a moment.
Sì, confermo, la qualità del video è bassa. Johnny Depp è in Europa per la sua tournée con il gruppo musicale perché il processo è finito. Il processo finiva il 27 di maggio. Poi non è che poteva aspettare il giudizio, magari non raggiungevano il giudizio. Lui è andato avanti col suo lavoro, giustamente. Sta facendo il più spect del Super Bowl. Per cazzo.
All right, again, you're looking live in... Okay.
Ok,
Right,
zitta.
ladies and gentlemen of the jury, what I need you to do, I need to give the forms back to you.
Doppio audio.
Find for a defamatory statement. One.
Audio
You
doppio.
need to fill out the compensatory damages. It has to be at least $1 for compensatory damages and up to whatever you feel the damages should be.
No! Non sono io.
Back to the operation room and do that for me, okay?
Li rimanda indietro. Li rimanda indietro. Li rimanda indietro. Non hanno compilato i
All right,
soldi
so
da
we'll be in
dare.
recess till we hear back from them. Don't go too far, okay?
Thank you.
No. No.
Well, just as we were telling you, this could wrap up in just about 10 minutes by 3:10, 3:15. Not so fast. There was a little sidebar going on with the attorneys in the front. Apparently, the jurors didn't fill out the damages section. The judge now sending them back to complete this special verdict form, literally like a worksheet that they need to fill out. They didn't put in the damages. Linda, what do you make of that?
Well, Stacey, it means somebody won this case, that somebody won their defamation claims, right? Now, the fact that they didn't fill out the compensatory damages award, I think may bode well for Johnny Depp. The judge said it has to be at least $1. Usually you see if somebody wins, you have to fill out an award. Either that or somehow they both won, which I don't think is likely. But he was the one that didn't ask for damages, if you recall. He said, I'm not seeking damages. She asked for, I think it was $350,000 damages. So it sounds like someone won. It could be Johnny Depp because the jury may have telegraphed it by not filling out an award for damages. But under the law, at least has to be $1.
Right, so maybe they missed that instruction and just figured, oh, we're not awarding damages, so we're going to leave it blank.
That's right. That's what it could sound like.
Now, in the very unlikely event that they just forgot to do that section and they actually did intend for some kind of damages, we had a question from viewers earlier, which is, what happens if there's a verdict, say, against Amber Heard and there's a judgment awarded for Johnny Depp?
Ok, no. Allora. Nel modulo, la giuria aveva un modulo da completare con delle caselle dove c'era semplicemente da rispondere sì o no per stabilire il vincitore. Dovevano semplicemente stabilire, avevano 7 domande per ogni frase che Johnny ha denunciato, quindi 21 domande, e poi c'è il foglio dei danni. Ok, quindi praticamente loro dovevano stabilire se la risposta era sì a tutte le domande, allora Johnny ha vinto, e poi bisogna stabilire i danni. Ma non l'hanno fatto, quindi non sappiamo, ha vinto Johnny e si sono dimenticati di scrivere quanto lei le deve? Ci metteranno adesso altri 15 anni a stabilire quanto lei le deve? O ha vinto lei la casa dei 100 milioni? Ma adesso quanto ci mettono questi a scrivere? Allora, può voler dire che ha vinto lui, ma non hanno deciso i soldi. Può voler dire che ha vinto lei, ma non hanno deciso i soldi. Friends, grazie del tier 2 di 26 mesi. Grazie mille. Grazie mille per il supporto. Pensa se vincono tutti e due, mettono a lui di dare $1 e lei deve pagare 50 milioni. Esatto, esatto, Ana, esattamente. Ah, gli hanno dato 10 minuti? Gli hanno dato 10 minuti. Fai 7 euro. Vabbè, dai, 10 euro. I 10 minuti più cari della storia. Mamma mia, 4 milioni. 4 milioni. Cosa? Ma Iria, quello che hai messo su Bacon è vero? Quello che hai messo su Bacon è vero?
10 minuti per fare il prime. Tocca.
Avete 10 minuti per fare il Prime, tocca. Grazie King per essere il marchettaro della vita. Se non volete la pubblicità proprio nel momento, il Prime è un buon momento. Grazie mille King. Aspetta. Allora, io ve lo faccio vedere lo stesso. Tatuaggio sulle mani di Johnny Depp. Era Slim, che era il soprannome di lei, ma poi è diventato Scam e adesso è diventato Scam con la A. Iega, grazie mille del Prime. Wow! Geniale, geniale. Geniale.
Behind me, there are helicopters circling up and above.
Prima
Helicopters taking pictures of the crowds. It was just, I think, gosh, I'm losing track already, but around 1:30.
Potrebbe, G. Roberto, grazie Traistor, grazie entrambi del Prime.
At that point, it was basically just media hanging out outside, trying to keep cool. As soon as we found out the verdict was coming, well, quickly, all the media assembled in their spots, and we started to see more and more cars pull up, more and more cars pull up into the parking lot, more fans come outside, obviously more people go inside.
Stanno
the courtroom. You
eligotterando.
have to have one of these special wristbands in order to be
Gazzler,
in the courtroom or the
sull'altra
open
mano.
courtroom. And now we see a much bigger crowd, which is probably going to continue to grow over the next few minutes. It's possible, since we now
Kill,
know
come fai a passare a
that
tier
Johnny
2?
Depp is,
Dall'abbonamento
not
c'è
coming, that
lo
some of the
switchino.
fans who were hoping to catch a glimpse after the verdict
Troppi
was read,
poganelli,
they
fake.
decided to sit it out because they know he's not here. Again, Amber Heard is there inside of the courtroom with her legal team. Unclear whether she'll make any kind of statement afterwards. As you can see in that picture,
Ha provato
outside
Points
the
e non è
courtroom, there is a
riuscito?
live picture.
Ho sentito,
There is
sì,
a
ho sentito
podium
che giravano
rather
Fast
set
and
up with
Furious
all the
quel Torino.
microphones. So as soon as the verdict's read and the legal teams come out and the other key players come out, we are going to be getting that reaction to you, those responses to you live. A little bit of behind the scenes info here. Our own Anjanette has just stepped outside, so she's going to join me in just a second to give me the lowdown on what's going on inside, what the timeline is here, when we could see the jury back in the
Tutto il
courtroom.
mondo attento e fanno il pezzone. Quanti sono in live? 2.600.000 persone in live.
Right at 3 o'clock. Johnny Depp's legal team was there, Amber Heard and her legal team were
Ma voi
sitting in
immaginatevi
there.
l'entrata di questo canale che sta streamando con 2.6 milioni di spettatori. Esatto, 4. Pensa a mandare un ad.
And the attorneys had a little sidebar, and then the judge sent the jury back to fill in the damages.
È monetizzato.
Anjanette just sat down next to me. Anjanette, tell me what's going on in there. What was the vibe? What's going on?
Well, I think the vibe was, you know, everybody, we're told that we're not allowed to talk to anybody in there, which, you know, we're news people, so, and we're just human beings,
Right.
so that's really difficult, so we got kind of
Vilauciano. Al Don Perignon sul tavolo, Sergentone Vilauciano.
heavy, like, Amber Heard walked in.
Le donazioni a botte di 500.
Wearing a black dress. Her hair kind of pulled back loosely. This is different from a lot of the times we've seen her come in with the braids. I couldn't see whether she smiled or anything like that, but she came in. Obviously, we know Johnny Depp had previously scheduled concerts with Jeff Beck in
Hanno fatto
London.
cadere un'auto dal
So
ponte
he's not
Isabella.
here. He's watching, we're told, from
Cos'è il ponte
the UK.
Isabella, pa?
So they came in, the jury walked in, they took their seats, they kind of just looked around slightly, not a lot, and then they just kind of focused on the judge. As Karate calls the lawyers up.
Points generosissimo, grazie mille Points.
I can safely say
Grazie mille, ho tanto sonno grazie di 13 mesi di
and they
Prime.
were supposed to, they found defamatory statements, right?
Grazie mille davvero.
We have been saying, you know, and Linda agrees with you too. Tell me, first of all,
Papà che punta su Papà punta su Johnny, bravo papà.
onlookers, is it completely packed?
You know, it's not
Quello alla
as
fine del
packed as it
Valentino,
could
hanno
be,
buttato una
or
macchina.
as it has been. Like there have been a lot of days where it's
Ma
just
per
totally
ridere
packed.
o sul serio?
I was sitting next to a reporter
Costa
from
Imovic,
UK,
grazie dei 6
another
mesi di
reporter
Prime.
from Courthouse
Quello dopo il
News,
ponte. Sì, sì, ho capito, ma per ridere, crimine.
We saw some of the local, I would call like more local Depp fans here. I didn't see any Amber Heard supporters up there. That doesn't mean there might not have been one or two there, but I did not see them. And, you know, it's just kind of like, I felt like everybody's just kind of sitting there. They're waiting for the big news. Yeah.
And so it's like almost
Ah, per girare Fast and Furious. Ah, ok.
Well, I just felt I should
Ho
come
capito.
out here. And sorry, I'm a little bit out of breath.
Yeah, and Antoinette has her tennis. She is
Mi sarà stata una macchina di quelle belle. Per Fast and Furious.
And don't forget, it's close to 100 degrees out
Yeah,
here.
it's
So
close to
thank you,
100
Antoinette.
degrees, and I swapped the the sandals for the Brooks, you know.
È vero, è
sneakers.
vero.
So, but I ran out of there as everybody else did. Got on the elevator. Came
Ha
out,
ragione.
they obviously have set things up much
Questo è il
differently
tatuaggio
now,
pre-processo.
at the press conference area, and they've
Scam
set up the,
invece di Slim.
I forget what you call them. Not barricades.
Questo è
but,
adesso.
Yeah, the little.
Scam con la A.
Attorneys can walk out in a civilized manner and not be swarmed by people
because there's barricades because they don't want people rushing them, and
Well done.
been set up since yesterday.
Well done.
But this looks like almost like a red carpet or something. This is different than the barricade.
È un genio, è un genio.
And it's those things where you can kind of unhook the thing.
Da Slim a schifo a truffa.
And they have those, and there are fans on both sides. So there are Depp supporters.
Fausto e Fulvio 10 penso che sia.
And we're showing our viewers that picture outside the courthouse right now. So, and by the way, I just want to say to everyone who's tuned in right now, we've got 2.7 million people watching us on YouTube. Thank you.
My goodness.
Feel free to send in your questions.
Dovrebbe smettere di tatuarsi. Forse sì, Jobbins.
Viewer questions. We've got once again our all-star panel. Linda Kenny Bodden's with us in the studio. We've got other guests joining us. Obviously, Antoinette is here, so keep sending us your questions.
Ma chi? Io o Matiz? Non credo.
We're here to answer them. Now, it's funny, you know, you say it's almost like a red carpet. These lawyers have really attained celebrity status over the last 6 months.
Tra l'altro, il gioco che facciamo dopo è questo qua.
Now has fans from all over.
That's
Talk
true.
a little bit about that, about sort
Coi
of the
ragazzi.
status that these lawyers have earned during this trial.
Yeah, and Ben Chu especially and Camille Vasquez have become celebrities. You know, TikTok started making videos about both of them.
Mare dei
there were many
Farabutti.
moments in this trial that were comical, despite the very serious subject matter.
Mega pint nel faremo roleplay ragazzi ovviamente, roleplay.
They have become stars in their own right. They've become
Su, forza! Ben Chu, Ben Chu, tanta roba.
Out here, when they've left court, where I actually
No, non vado al concerto dei Metallica, Meiser.
Because I felt
Lo
like
sappiamo, andiamo lì per quello, Darkness. Oh, oh, oh! Ho una bandana di sicuro. Cosa c'è di meglio per Sea of Thieves della bandana dell'Harley Davidson? Quanti sono i giurati? 7. Perché non c'è Johnny? Perché in Europa per la tournée del suo gruppo musicale. Il processo è finito il 27 e lui ha continuato. Sea of Thieves avrà fatto i miliardi con la skin di Jack Sparrow. Mamma mia, ragazzi. Esatto, Beppe. Claudio Sparrow. È gratis, Siria. La qualità è così, ragazzi, non si può fare niente. È proprio la qualità brutta. No, la qualità, voi non lo vedete, ma l'ho messo a 720p, che è il massimo per questa stream. Però sono loro che stanno andando bassi. Penso proprio di sì, 4. È incluso nel Game Pass, quindi costa tipo 3 euro al mese col Game Pass. Minchia, ragazzi. 4-1 comunque, cioè non è tanto, Madonna, ragazzi, c'ho l'ansia, mi sembra quando mi volevano dare il voto all'università della laurea. Senti come sfoglia piano le pagine.
All right, Mr. Foreperson, is this the verdict of the jury?
Yes.
All right, is it unanimous? Yes. Thank you, sir. Okay.
In civil case number CL 2019-2911, Mr. Depp's claim against Ms. Heard. 1. As to the statement appearing in the online op-ed entitled, Amber Heard, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change.
Prima frase.
In the Washington Post online edition, quote, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change.
Frase
End
2.
quote. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes. Has Mr.
21
Depp
sì.
proven by a greater weight of the evidence that question?
21 sì devono
was made
esserci.
or published by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes.
2.
Question, the statement was about Mr. Depp. Answer, yes.
3.
Question, the statement was false. Answer, yes.
4.
Question, the statement has a defamatory implication about Mr. Depp. Answer, yes.
5.
Question, the defamatory implication was designed and intended by Ms. Heard. Answer, yes.
6.
Question, due to circumstances surrounding the publication of the statement, it conveyed a defamatory implication to someone who saw it other than Mr. Depp. Answer, yes.
7 sì, una
Do
frase
you find
andata.
that Mr. Depp has proven, by clear and convincing evidence, that Ms. Heard acted with actual malice? Answer, yes. 2. As to the statement appearing in the op-ed
Seconda frase.
entitled A Transformative Moment for Women in the Washington Post print edition and the online op-ed, Amber Heard, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change. In the Washington Post online edition. Quote, then 2 years ago, I became a public figure representing domestic abuse, and I felt the full force of our culture's wrath for women who speak out, end quote. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes. Has Mr. Depp proven by a greater weight of the evidence that, question, the statement was made or published by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was false? Answer, yes. Question, the statement has a defamatory implication about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Question, the defamatory implication was designed and intended by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, due to circumstances surrounding the publication of the statement, it conveyed a defamatory implication to someone who saw it other than Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Do you find that Mr. Depp
Sono 8
has
domande.
proven
Ok.
by clear and convincing evidence
Sono 24
that
allora.
Ms. Heard acted with actual malice? Answer, yes.
16 su 16. Le
3.
ultime 8.
As to this statement, appearing in the op-ed entitled A Transformative Moment for Women in the Washington Post print edition and the online op-ed, Amber Heard, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change. In the Washington Post online edition. Quote, I had the rare vantage point of seeing in real time how institutions protect men accused of abuse, end quote. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes.
Una.
Has Mr. Depp proven by a greater weight of the evidence that, question, the statement was made or published by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes.
2.
Question, the statement was about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes.
3.
Question, the statement was false? Answer, yes.
4.
Question, the statement has a defamatory implication about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Question, the defamatory implication was designed and intended by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes.
6.
Question,
Mancano
due to
2.
circumstances surrounding the publication of this statement, it conveyed a defamatory implication to someone who saw it other than Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven by clear and convincing evidence that Ms. Heard acted with actual malice? Answer, yes. As against Amber Heard, we, the jury, award compensatory damages in the amount of $10 million.
10 milioni di dollari!
As against Amber Heard, we, the jury, award punitive damages in the amount of $5 million.
15 milioni di dollari!
In civil case number CL 2019-2911, Ms. Heard's claim against Mr. Depp. 1. As to this statement, appearing in the April 8, 2020 online edition of the Daily Mail, quote,
E adesso la sua
Amber
causa.
Heard and her friends in the media use fake sexual violence allegations as both a sword and shield, depending on their needs. They have selected some of her sexual violence hoax facts as the sword, inflicting them on the public and Mr. Depp. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, no. 2. As to this statement, appearing in the April 27, 2020 online edition of the Daily Mail, quote, quite simply, this was an ambush, a hoax. They set Mr. Depp up by calling the cops, but the first attempt did not do the trick. The officers came to the penthouses, thoroughly searched and interviewed, and left after seeing no damage to face or property. So Amber and her friends spilled a little wine and roughed the place up, got their story straight under the direction of a lawyer and publicist, and then placed a second call to 911, end quote. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes. Has Ms. Heard proven by a greater weight of the evidence that, question, Mr. Waldman, while acting as an agent for Mr. Depp,
Attenzione.
made or published the statement? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was about Ms. Heard. Answer, yes. Question, the statement was seen by someone other than Ms. Heard. Answer,
Ai ai
yes.
ai, chihuahua.
Question, the statement was false. Answer, yes. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven, by clear and convincing evidence, that the statement by Mr. Waldman was made with actual malice? Answer, yes. 3. As to this statement, appearing in the April 27th, 2020 online edition of the Daily Mail, quote, "We've reached the beginning of the end of Ms. Heard's abuse hoax against Johnny Depp," end quote. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven all the elements of defamation?
In teoria sì,
Answer,
Shadow.
no.
Ok, quindi una sola delle tre
As
frasi.
against John C. Depp II, we, the jury, award compensatory damages in the amount of $2 million.
Quindi lui
As
deve...
against John C. Depp II, we, the jury, award punitive damages in the amount of $0.
13 milioni finale.
Does either side wish to have the jury polled?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Jamie?
Members of the
13
jury,
milioni?
if this is your verdict, please answer yes. If this is not your verdict, please answer no. Juror number 6. Yes. Juror number 10. Yes. Juror number 15. Yes. Juror number 16. Yes. Juror number 22. Yes. Juror number 27. Yes. Juror number 29.
Yes. All right. I do find that the jury's verdict is unanimous.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes your service in this case. I want to thank you again for your dedication and your hard work during this trial. And I know I speak for everybody here when I tell you that we appreciate your sacrifices and your time and your public service in this matter, okay?
No,
I'm going to
fermi.
have you go back to the jury deliberation room for one more time, and then we'll release you from there, okay? All right, thank you.
Lui ha vinto 15 milioni di dollari, lei ne ha vinti 2, quindi da quello che ho capito il totale è che lei deve a lui 13 milioni, questo ho capito io.
All right. Okay. In accordance with law, I will amend the punitive damages award to the statutory cap of $350,000 on Mr. Depp's award, okay? I will set this down for entry of an order, and can we do it on June 24th at 10 a.m. if that's available? All right,
Yes,
Mr. Chu, if you could prepare that order and then circulate it to Ms. Bretterhoff, and we can have all the objections noted on it. All right?
We'll do that, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
All right, and if I get it before that date, I'll take it off the docket, okay? All right, again, thank you to all the attorneys for your professionalism, and you're welcome to come to my courtroom anytime. Well, give me a few weeks, but then you can come anytime, okay? All right, court is adjourned.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Quindi consegna! Show me! Hanno vinto! Number 1 ha vinto Johnny Depp. Ha vinto Johnny Depp. Allora, quindi, riepilogo di quello che è successo. Adesso guarda come se ne va in fretta, però adesso. Allora, Johnny Depp l'ha accusata di aver scritto 3 frasi diffamatorie. La giuria ha detto sì a tutte e 3 le frasi, attribuendo quindi a Johnny Depp un danno di 10 milioni per diffamazione, per danni morali, se ho capito bene, più 5 milioni per i danni morali. Non ho capito la divisione dei soldi. Comunque, Johnny Depp ha vinto 15 milioni, 5 di sanzione, ok? 100 per danni pratici e 5 per morali, perfetto, quindi 15. Poi lei invece aveva controcitato per altre 3 frasi e ha vinto solo su una, vincendo 2 milioni, ma lui doveva a lei i 15, quindi alla fine sono 13 milioni di dollari che lei deve ridare. Io penso che non sia un caso, la cifra, non credo che sia un caso, perché guarda caso va a finire esattamente alla cifra che si sono scambiati per il divorzio. Johnny Depp aveva dato 7 milioni di dollari a lei per il divorzio, più le tasse di altri 13 milioni e 8 aveva speso per il divorzio. Palla al centro. Non è un caso che siano arrivati a 13 milioni, io penso che sia proprio per 14,8, ma io penso che sia per quello. Io penso proprio che sia assolutamente per quello. Soprattutto 0 i danni che lei deve a lui come punizione morale. No, al contrario, 0 i danni che lui deve a lei. Lei è colpevole, la sua carriera è finita. Lei paga 13 milioni tassati?
Johnny Depp, a huge crowd cheers went up here. The crowd cheering Johnny, Johnny. Clearly heavily tilted in favor of Johnny Depp outside the courtroom right now. And so they're still standing outside. I imagine they are going to be here waiting for Johnny Depp's legal team to come out. As I was mentioned,
grazie mille. Johnny, ha vinto Johnny.
Basically earned celebrity status during the course of this trial. The judge sending the jurors back into the jury room one more time before they are dismissed. Linda, do you think we're going to hear anything from Amber Heard?
Non credo.
Well, she came to the courthouse, so I assume that she will give a press conference. So they'll say they're going
Si è
to
ripulito la fama, yes.
They'll say that she was vindicated. Remember, this case has a lot of spin going on with it. But she's going to be asked the question: is how do you feel about the jury not believing your claims against Johnny Depp that he is he was the abuser? It turns out he was the victim, and she's not going to be happy with that question. I don't think there's an answer she can give that.
Io non penso che lei darà nulla. Questa sparisce. Questa non parla più, di sicuro. Ragazzi, il vero vincitore qua è lo Stato. Perché si è preso 7 milioni dopo al divorzio, se ne prende altri 13 adesso, per un totale di 20 milioni di tasse. Il vero vincitore è il governo. Comunque, lei è sgattaiata via come una scolopendra quando accendi la luce. Assolutamente, è andata veloce via. Velocissima è andata. Avrei voluto vedere la reazione di Johnny Depp. Avrà stappato il Dom Perignon, quello buono. Tra l'altro, non so come funziona in America per le spese. Allora, spese processuali hanno detto 350.000 dollari. A Johnny lo hanno attribuiti o a lei? Perché lui è in Europa per un tour. Quindi Johnny paga 350. Johnny paga 350k di spese processuali. Lei gli deve dare 2 milioni. No, lui le deve dare 2 milioni. Quindi Johnny spende 2 milioni 350k. Lei spende 15. E lei dovrebbe pagare anche tutte le spese processuali di lui, giusto? No, fermi. Riceve, ok. Riceve, paga lei, ok. Le spese processuali, ma non quelle degli avvocati. Gli avvocati sono spesi ormai i soldi, corretto? Paga chi perde tutto. Quindi lei deve pagare anche gli avvocati di lui? Putting aside the fact that it's 15 million for him, 2 million for her, that's not just the issue here. You know, it sounds like no, no, perché torno indietro, ragazzi, torno indietro.
Published by Ms. Yes, so about and to this court as necessarily use books, facts as the source. Juror number 29.
Yes.
I do find that the jury's verdict is unanimous. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes your service in this case. I want to thank you again for your dedication and your hard work during this trial, and I know I speak for everybody here when I tell you that we appreciate your sacrifices and your time and your public service in this matter, okay? So I'm going to have you go back to the jury deliberation room for one more time, and then we'll release you from there, okay? All right, thank you. Punitive damage.
Ok.
Okay. In accordance with law, I will amend the punitive damages award to the statutory cap of $350,000 on Mr. Depp's award. Okay. Okay. In accordance with law, I will amend the punitive damages award to the statutory cap of $350,000 on Mr. Depp's award. Okay. I will set this down for entry of an order. And can we do it on
Quindi li
June
prende lui.
24th? I will set this down for entry of Depp's award to the law. I will amend. Okay. In accordance with law, I will amend the punitive damages award to the statutory cap of $350,000 on Mr. Depp's award. Okay. I will set.
Ok. Ok, quindi è una multa di 350k. È una multa di 350k che le stanno facendo. La sentenza deve... Vabbè, ma in Italia o in America, Ciccio? Ah, Johnny Depp, sì, sì, sì. No, 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 multa a favore di Johnny Depp. Non conterrà la condanna a rifondere le spese legali. Quindi allora, in sintesi, gli avvocati sono pagati da entrambi i lati e in più c'è da pagare questa roba qua, corretto? La giuria ha detto danni punitivi? Non credo. Comunicato stampa sul profilo Instagram di Amber. What? Ce l'aveva già pronto. 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 Il disappunto che ho provato oggi supera ogni parola. Il mio cuore è rotto dalla montagna di prove che non è stata abbastanza per resistere al potere sproporzionato, all'influenza, alla potenza del mio ex marito. Sono ancora più disappunto per quello che il verdetto rappresenta per le altre donne. È un passo indietro. Un passo indietro per l'orologio del tempo, quando una donna che parla e parla pubblicamente viene umiliata umiliata e presa in giro pubblicamente. È un passo indietro per l'idea che la violenza contro le donne debba essere presa sul serio. Credo che gli avvocati di Johnny abbiano avuto successo nel portare alla giuria nel convincere la giuria a passare oltre all'argomento principale della libertà di parola e ignorare le prove che sono state così conclusive da permetterci di vincere nel Regno Unito. Bruschetta, grazie dei 5 abbonamenti. Sono triste di aver perso questo caso, ma sono ancora più triste che sembra che io abbia perso i diritti che avevo da americana a parlare apertamente e libera. Pagare! Esci sordi! Pagare! C'è un altro post? Non le basta? No, è quello. Quindi lei è turbo fottuta. Perché se vi ricordate, l'altro giorno è scappato all'avvocatessa di dire che lei ha speso 6 milioni di spese processuali, giusto? Giusto? Quindi lei ha speso 6 milioni e i 7 milioni del divorzio spariti. E in più deve sganciare 13 milioni di punizione e... Secondo Celebrity Network, Amber Heard ha un patrimonio complessivo di 8 milioni. 13 meno 8. Boom! Boom! E mo come facciamo, 8 milioni con quelli del divorzio, 6 li abbiamo spesi, 13 li dobbiamo dare, 21 milioni totali e ne ha 8. Come facciamo adesso, 21, 8 meno 21, come facciamo, Che Aquaman 3 non lo facciamo più, Blackbeard, grazie dei 9 mesi. Ah già, e i 7 milioni da dare in beneficenza, non dimenticarti, gliel'hai promessi, voglio dare. Bene. Tutto è bene quel che finisce bene. Tutto è bene quel che finisce bene. Tu Clollo, grazie mille dell'abbonamento regalato. Bene, siete pronti adesso a fare i pirati? Siete pronti a fare i pirati? Sta stampa sta fallendo. Sento il rumore di una stampa che fallisce. Vedi che schifezza. Vedi che cagata. Ok. Siete pronti per i pirati? Sono pronto! Bene, concludo la registrazione su YouTube. Si parla di Sea of Thieves adesso. E ti sei perso? Ha vinto, quindi si parla. Non ho la benda sull'occhio. Grazie, interrompo la registrazione. Sea of Thieves.